Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to have a quick pitching report look for a couple of games, starting with the Philadelphia and Washington matchup. But first, Ross, let me congratulate you once again for nailing on your pick on the Padres. They really showed up and taking the game 12-1 against the Cards. I hope we can really keep that streak going.
Well, we're going to try like heck, I'll tell you that, and thank you for the kind words. And it's like I said yesterday, it's always gratifying when you put in your due diligence and you get positive results.
No doubt, especially when we're making a little bit of money on the side. So, Ross, I'm still a bit shocked here, and I don't know if it's just me, but does it kind of look like Clif is starting to show a little bit of decline in his performance level? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty astute observation on your part, Dax. I mean, you look at, he was on the disabled list from the middle of May till pretty much the middle of July. When he's returned in 2 starts since returning from the DL, he's been very shaky. A 7.59 ERA, a monster 2.25 WHIP. He's seen 6 of his last 7 starts go over the total, and he's gone a dismal 1-5 in his last 6 against the money. I think it's safe to say that Clif Lee is finally showing signs of being on the downside of his career.
Well, that's a real shame. In this case, Ross, now, how about Gio Gonzalez? You know, is he starting to get the recognition that he really deserves?
To a degree, Dax. I think that what he really needs is for the Nationals not only to make the postseason, but make a deep postseason run, and that will give him some opportunities to really etch himself in stone as one of the better pitchers in all of baseball. You look at his whole body of work over his last 6 starts, he's posted an excellent 1.66 ERA in those outings, and he's got a terrific 6-1 against the money at home this season, earning MLB bettors 4.4 units.
Wow, that's pretty good on that case. And right now, Ross, which one of these 2 southpaws do you think has the advantage in this game?
Well, if you haven't paid attention a lot and you just picked up the paper today, this one would look a lot closer from the naked eye than it actually is. And the sports books seem to agree with my analogy if you look at the fact that Nats are around the minus 160 money line favorite here. The clear betting edge in this starting pitching area of the game goes to Gio Gonzalez of the Nationals over Clif Lee of the Phillies, in my opinion.
All right, great. And now the other pitching matchup that we're covering is between Johnny Cueto and Tom Koehler for Cincy and Miami, respectively. And let's start talking about Cueto. I think that he probably deserves a better results this season than he's actually had. I mean, what do you think about that?
Oh, boy, that's absolutely true, Dax. He's gone just 13-9 against the money line in 2014, despite the fact he has a superb 2.08 ERA and a 0.92 WHIP in those outings. That's a terrific performance line. The one red flag I will caution the listeners and viewers here would be with Cueto. In his 4 career starts on the road versus the Marlins in his career, he's amassed an unimpressive 7.08 ERA and a mammoth 2.06 WHIP. So he hasn't been sharp in his 4 career starts at Miami, despite the fact he's having a terrific season.
Well, that's definitely something to consider when making our bets. And now how about the case that, a lot of people that's outside of Florida, including myself, don't really know much about Koehler. I mean, could you fill us in a little bit more about his performance so far in this 2014 season?
I certainly will. He's been very good at home this season, and you can certainly make a case for him as being an undervalued pitcher at times. In 9 home starts this season, he's compiled the sparkling 2.75 ERA and a 0.99 WHIP. Talking about undervalued, all you have to do is look at his money line record. It's 10-11 on the season. Not very good, right? But he still managed to earn 1.4 Major League betting units in doing so. So if you add that all up, Dax, you're getting a pitcher at times that's been very good as an underdog.
So how's that going to benefit us, Ross? And, I mean, who are you giving the nod to in this case?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of complexities when you look at this pitching matchup here. If you were choosing sides and you were given the choice of picking one of these 2 pitchers, I would venture to say the majority of people that are sane out there would certainly opt for Johnny Cueto. However, I'm just handicapping one isolated situation here and looking for an MLB edge regarding the starting pitching facet.
Right.
Given that, the Reds have struggled to score runs for a while now. The last 2 weeks, they've just been anemic in that regard. The fact that Cueto has struggled when pitching in South Florida, while Koehler has pitched very well at home this season, I'm going to give the slight edge right now to Tom Koehler over Johnny Cueto. I'm sure a lot of people out there will be scratching their head at that decision. But again, I'm taking the whole body of work into account. And in fact, also, the Marlins have been playing very good baseball of late, Dex.
Well, I'm part of the people that are actually scratching their heads right now, but I'm going to trust you. I mean, you've already leading me to a couple of wins with those San Diego bets, so I'm going to go ahead and follow you with that one. And again, Ross, I thank you very much for all your insights, and hopefully we can have you back very soon.
I would look forward to it, Dax.
All right, appreciate it. And for sportsbookreview.com, this is Dax Floyd.